Before this all stops making sense, let's do a quick review. On the top is our company and our company code. These are going to be holding information about our corporation. The company code is going to allow you to add more departments to it. We can add our sales department, we can add our financial department, and we can add our purchasing organization, which is the purchasing and inventory department of our company. Our purchasing department is going to be having full control of the inventory, and everybody else is going to be asking us for information about how much to buy and how much products we already have. Let's dive into our purchasing organization. Let's say our purchasing organization is headed by Bob, and underneath Bob, there are going to be different purchasing groups who report to him. We have our group A, who's going to be overlooking the speakers in the headphone section, and we have our group B, which is overlooking the memory and the hard drive section. Say purchasing group A is going to order something. Say it orders 100 units of a certain speaker headphone. When these units arrive, they have to be stored somewhere, and that location where they are stored and assembled together is going to be called the plant. So anything that purchasing group A is going to order can be stored in this plant, and actually this plant can be shared by both A and B. Also, our purchasing groups are not limited to having just one plant. We can have multiple plants. So if we create another plant here, we can be having this plant belonging to purchasing group A completely, and this plant being shared between purchasing group A and purchasing group B. With that information in mind, let's come down to our SAP environment, and let's come down to logistics. We are in the definition section of our enterprise structure. Here we're going to define, copy, delete, check plant, and we're going to select the define plant aspect. Let's click on new entries, and let's define our plant name. We're going to be naming our plant RPLN. The name that we'll give it is going to be RXYZ plant USA LA, and here we can say plant 001. These are the two names that our consultants are going to be using when searching for these plants. So let's come down to county code. That is one thing that we can look up. City code is something we can look up. Factory calendar is the scheduling system that our plant follows, and those are aspects that are added on later by using field status variants. We'll see those in some later lecture. Let's hit save. Let's assign a couple of information here. And we have finished defining all the information that is required in creating this plant. This plant is located in a separate location in Los Angeles, and it's accessed by these two terms, and it's under a name Joel Stewart. That is going to be the manager who's managing our plant. Here we don't use our company prefix because the company is related to the company code and the company aspects, not to our plants. So we'll leave Mr. here. We'll hit finalize. Finalize again. And we have created our plant. Let's take note of this information, and this is going to be very important information since every single time we buy a product, it is going to be required that we turn in the plant name so that the vendor knows where to ship this to. So we'll write RPLN, hit save, and we have finished creating our first plant.